Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Merriam.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
We got Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
So much better than Dan. He actually follows directions.
I know Dan's really trying to, go against the grain in this show.
Insubordinate and churlish. I'm sick of it. Rob will be taking all your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure you tag at Star City Games so he can see them and send his favorites over to us. As always, we are brought to you by Star City Games as well as Carnox Chairs. If you'd like one of these chairs, you can go to carnox.com/SCG. And if you do that, you'll get 10% off of your purchase.
Yeah, you will.
So you only pay 90%. So I had 10 fingers.
Carry the 6, divided by 3.
That's 9.
Yeah. He's right. 90%.
90%.
Not bad. That's better than 100%. We got statisticians to confirm that fact.
Yes, we did. Yeah. That's what we spent the entire last 4 days since our last show on.
Yeah, it has been a long time.
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
It was like it was basically like we were sending someone to the moon in the 60s. You've got 37 PhDs sitting in a room scribbling on paper.
Yeah.
And it's like, if we launch it at this angle, we'll get to the moon. It'll be fine.
Sure. That's exactly what we did.
Yes. We are playing some more Standard today in preparation for the Mythic Championship this weekend. What is it? Mythic Championship 7? 8?
7. We're at 7,
okay.
yeah.
You carry the 1 again?
Yep. It's going to be a huge Mythic Championship. A lot of people's MPL life is on the line. A lot of Worlds
Rivals
slots,
League now.
Rivals Leagues. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people, including a good friend of mine, Ely Cassis. He has his Rivals on the line, but he is not in control. There's a lot of people that have it on the line, but they're not qualified for it.
Ooh.
So that's just a huge sweat.
So, I kind of want to watch this, but I really don't.
Yeah, I'd be like, I am not watching. I will just let what happens happen. But Standard, it's still got a huge shakeup, and this is going to be the first event since Oko Once Upon a Time. And what was the other card that got banned? Rob. Oko Once Upon a Time, and wow, how are we doing this?
Are we Veil of Summer?
Veil of Summer. That's right. That's right.
Chat went through for us.
Thanks, chat. Appreciate it.
Veil had already been banned in like every other format. I just assumed it was something else.
There's so many bans and so many different formats. It's chaos now, man. It's chaos.
You can tell we all play a lot of Standard, right?
Yeah, exactly. But the format is still in a huge shakeup from these bans. And this is going to be the first tournament where the pros have a chance at breaking it again. And while there's going to be some innovations out there, of course, there's going to be some of the same. But, we're playing a lot of decks, 5 specifically from the Mythic Championship that we've been able to grasp from just basically Twitter or streams because they are not released yet. But we used our social media powers.
Did some sleuthing.
Exactly.
Crack some clues.
Exactly.
Drew some cards. And, based on those cards, we figured out what people are playing.
We figured out some decks. So we got some decks. We also just I had to play one of my favorite decks as our non-Mythic Championship deck list a little later on in the show. But
every field has some wildcard decks, so that's just representing that portion of the field.
Yeah, and if there's anything that screams wildcard, it's me. So I'll be the wildcard of this show for sure.
Yeah, you have been the wildcard of this show for about 6 months now.
Yeah, and I believe it started 6 months ago, right?
I did the math.
I like it. So what we're going to be starting with first, we're going to be playing Golgari Adventures, but not the Golgari Adventures that I have been, playing and in love with. Questing Beast, Ranko, Vivian. Instead of cutting down on some of those, we got all of them out of there. They're all gone.
All gone.
We're playing Adventures now. We are playing Golgari Adventures. We've been playing Lucky Clovers. This is the deck that Autumn Burchett submitted, as well as I think VTC LA was the original designer of it. Give him some credit. And I think the deck is awesome. It's really, really cool, really focused on the adventures.
Yeah, so without Once Upon a Time to find Edgewall Innkeeper as consistently, then having Lucky Clover as an additional payoff makes a lot of sense. Yep. And then these aggressive elements that were in the deck that you were talking about, Questing Beast and Rankle, they were really important for closing games out against these food decks that were just so good going along.
Or Golos.
Or Golos before that. And now it seems like the format is a little bit grindier because the other decks have a chance to show off their attrition skills.
Yeah.
And so you're incorporating more of those elements, a little bit less of the aggressive elements, and we get to play these sort of fun mid-range mirrors that that have really shaped Standard over the last 5 years.
100%, yeah, and more grindy as far as the food decks and stuff, and then more having to outvalue your opponent again, which is something we haven't really had to do. It's just been like, who's curves into Nissa more? You know, it's all been about power lately. And, you know, with Veil and stuff being able to protect it, you know, it was really about just who got to the board first. But, you know, we are seeing standard more in its natural habitat now, which I really like.
That said, I am going to be playing a little bit more of that tempo game.
Oh, yeah.
In this Izzet Flash Shell that we both really like.
Yeah.
This is the deck that Gabriel Nassif will be playing this weekend. And, you know, if I had to just pick up a deck and play a standard tournament right now, it would be this one.
Oh, yeah. It seems fun. Right up your style.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, same. Like, that's what I've been playing a lot. I just played it for my last drop in bombs. I think the deck is awesome. But, yeah, who knows if it's going to be the default best deck when we move forward. Before we get started, you got an awesome creature collection here. Do we know which one this is? That sleeve is gorgeous.
Rob, what's the name of this one?
To kill.
Hoot to kill?
Yep.
Wow. How this owl is a mercenary? Love it.
Who comes up with all of the pun names?
That's Brian Braunduin.
I don't know.
They outsourced Brian Braunduin to come out with heinous pun names.
I know it used to be a thing that was kind of thrown around the office. I believe Nick has named a few in the past.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. He's got a gift. All right, well, you whooped. I was that person on Thursday. You were the owl, so you have the marbles. So I'll be starting this party up.
That is important in this matchup.
I think it will be. All right. Okay. This hand is fine here. If we look at my hand here, I don't want to give it away, but this card is very important in this matchup. I really want to outgrind Ross. I have a good mix of lands, creatures, spells. We're going to keep. Yeah. You good?
Yeah, this hand is not great, but it's at the border, like bottom level of our keeps.
Okay, perfect. We are going to start with a scry. A land to the bottom. Don't need another one of those.
I will start with a need to be tap land.
Oh,
mine doesn't.
Would you like to scry? Oh, yours is so much worse. Okay, we're going to play probably your favorite card to see here, a Lucky Clover.
Yeah, that one's a problem.
Now, against a counterspell deck where I get to play every spell is now 2, I'll take it. Okay. So, now I could just jam this out here, which is probably what I want to do. So I gotta be wary of Quench, Essence Capture, a lot of things here. So I think
Global warming.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to be afraid of. I'm just gonna go land go.
Okay. On your end step, I will play Brianborn Cutthroat.
Okay, still on your end step. I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna copy, because if I were to copy, you can just say no to the copy. Because if I were to copy, the copy destroys it, and then this goes straight to the graveyard.
It's not a may.
Yeah,
Whenever you cast it, you copy.
Oh, you may. No, you may.
You may choose new targets.
Yeah, I just don't want to choose it.
No, that's choosing new. You have to copy it, but you can choose new targets for the copy. Is what it's saying.
Okay.
You literally have to copy.
Actually, this might be all right then. All right, well, I'll copy it. I'll take 2. This goes to the graveyard.
So because the copy resolves first, the original doesn't have a target.
Yeah.
So you don't get a Murderous Rider.
Yeah, maybe that's actually better. Because, I mean, I do have ways to recur it later on, so we'll see.
So that'll bring you to 18. And then I will play a tap Steam Vents.
Okay.
Last turn.
All right. Now, what do we want to do here? I think I want to start with the adventure side of this. Yeah, let's start by Profane Insight. Copy it.
Sure. 16.
I'll go to 16, draw 2, and then I'll play it. Your turn.
Island Pass.
Okay. You're going to be doing a lot of draw going, I have a feeling.
Yep.
Ugh. I'll attack.
19.
Okay. Now we're going to go with a Midnight Reaper.
Sure.
Now, I think we will just say go.
On your end step, I will Rouse Outburst the Midnight Reaper.
Okay. I will draw a card. Go to 15.
So they're both good, but I think we need to put the Ionize in the graveyard.
Okay. That's terrifying.
Yes, you're 15 from the Reaper.
Yep. Our draws have not been exactly friendly to us here.
Likewise. Island go.
All right. Now we're going to get in there.
18.
Okay. Now we're going to go with Alter Fate. We're going to have the original copy target Midnight Reaper and the copy target Murderous Rider. Womp, womp, womp.
Can't let Corey have a Midnight Rider, so I'm going to respond with Brineborn Cutthroat.
Okay.
And then I'll negate the copy, get a
Okay.
counter on the Cutthroat.
Copies negate. Midnight Reaper goes to my hand. This goes on an adventure.
Yep.
And you got to make sure and stack that correctly. Essentially, what you should always do here, chat, is the one that matters the least, use the original copy, because then you get an adventure.
Yeah.
Pretty easy rule there. All right, now what do we want to do from here? Kind of just want to draw more cards. So we're going to go Innkeeper.
Yep.
Midnight Reaper, or Order of Midnight, draw a card. And then we'll go with a land tap and pass to you.
On your end step, I'll opt.
Okay.
Get a counter on the Cutthroat. That is a good card, so
Is it your great dad Wickington?
is not.
Grand Dadwick?
Attack you for 4.
I will go to 11.
I will pass the turn.
Okay.
On your upkeep,
Okay.
I will Scorching Dragonfire the Innkeeper, get a counter.
That's exiled, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's a card that I didn't play in my list, but it makes a lot of sense, and I think it's quite good. Okay, now let's go with a... I think we're just going to go with an... We'll go with an attack for 2.
I will go to 16.
Okay. We'll go with a Midnight Reaper.
Yep.
Heart's Desire. Copy it.
Yep.
To Shaheen's. This goes on an adventure. Curry Favor. Copy it.
So that's X damage to me, and you gain X life.
Yep.
or
X is
number of
3.
Knights you control. That's messed up.
Yeah, right.
I go to 10, you go to 17.
Yeah. And then we'll play it. Give you a chance to quench it.
You have 2 in hand.
Yep.
I don't foresee this quench getting better. So sure.
Okay. Your turn.
This is not going well.
That was kind of messed up. Lucky Clover with Swordmaster was always really insane, but there wasn't quite that insane shell for it, you know?
Yeah, let's Rouse Outburst the Midnight Reaper.
Okay, I'm
gonna
going to
bring
go
me
to
to
16. Draw.
Definitely want this one. That's
Okay.
Graveyard the Opt. Play a Temple of Epiphany, Scry. Definitely put that one on the bottom.
Okay. Want to attack? I may block.
I will pass the turn.
Okay, well, untap. Draw. Oh, baby. Those 2 draw steps were busted. Okay. So let's start with a Profane Insight twice.
You're at 14.
14. Draw 2. Oh my god, this deck is insane. Okay. Then we will play this. Maybe we should attack now. Yeah, let's attack. I'll attack with these 2.
I'll go to 7.
Okay. We'll go with a Curry favorite for X equals 3.
I'm at 1. You're at 20.
All right, this goes on an adventure. Alter Fate on the copy will go to Murderous Rider and the original to Swordmaster. Whoa, lights out. These Knight synergies with Lucky Clover is just insane. Lucky Clover is one heck of a Magic card.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but that's a different game. If I'm on the draw, you just quench the Lucky Clover, and my cards are a lot more fair.
Yep.
You know.
Now they're just the play draw and getting the Clover down on turn 2, and I wasn't really able to generate any pressure. You killed my first Primordial Cutthroat.
Yeah.
And so the tempo game plan that I want to enact, I wasn't able to get going.
Yeah.
And just buried in card advantage.
Yeah. Pure value, guy. I mean, like, it's like, sure, you can counter a bunch of spells, and then eventually you draw Alter Fate, or aka Order of Midnight, and boom, you just get 2 cards back. If I have another Order of Midnight in the graveyard, like, I get that back, and then the value is just like never ending, and yeah, it's quite good.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick break here, set up some sideboarding, and then finish this match between Izzet Tempo and Golgari Adventures. Hello and welcome back to Versus Live. We are sideboarding in our matchup between Izzet Flash and Golgari Adventures.
Yes.
On my side, you see me going towards a little bit more removal against a more aggressive strategy and really trying to lean into the tempo plan because Corey's deck has so much built-in card advantage that I don't want to play a long game. So I'm going to be cutting 1 Gadwick and cutting all my Rouse Outbursts because these are, mana inefficient cards that generate a lot of extra value, but I'm just not winning that game. So I need to cut down on that aspect of my deck. Negates are a little narrow here. And then I'm trimming 1 Quench just as one of my least powerful cards. Normally here.
Have you ever played Mana League? It's kind of like it.
I've played Rune Snag. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
I have I'm bringing Lava Coil, which I really don't like over Scorching Dragonfire, with the one exception being Shifting Ceratops.
Yeah.
And that's just a big problem because I do want to go in the air. Your deck's pretty good at clogging the ground with these Foulmire Knights, making multiple tokens with Heart's Desire and Lucky Clover. And so attacking with my Bramborn Cutthroats is going to be more difficult, and my Bone Crusher Giants. So I'm bringing in 2 copies of Skargan Hellkite to go over the top, and then I have my Lava Coils for your Ceratops.
Yeah, I think any forest you have to just bring in this card, plain and simple. Because this is at least some number in every deck. Yeah.
And then Flame Sweep is a great card here. This Golgari Adventures build is very aggressive with a lot of cheap creatures and those Knight synergies that you saw work so well in Game 1. Flame Sweep is just going to keep Corey's battlefield under control. Might set up a big attack with Primordial Cutthroat. If I get a Cutthroat up to, 5-4, 6-5. I
kill Foulmire Knights.
Yeah, kill all those Knights, all the Shaheen tokens, and get in a big attack there.
That's honestly one reason why I would consider, this is your flyer, essentially. That's one reason why I would consider not bringing these in and just, keeping these just because you're trying to kill everything, and then this is your way to get through Foulmire Knights. But on the play, I could see that being pretty good as well.
Also, just playing it as a 5/5 and being able to act like.
But I do have Murderous Riders, which would scare me a little bit with that card. But
you only have so many Murderous Riders.
That's true, but they double.
Maybe.
All right. From my end, Casualties of War is the obvious out here. I'm never hitting an artifact. I'm never hitting an enchantment. I'm never hitting a planeswalker. When I'm only getting a land and a creature, and it's a 6-mana sorcery against your counterspell deck, this is a very, you're siding it out, man. You're siding it out.
Still got some.
This is a very easy out here. It's not for this matchup. Beanstalk Giant is another card I was unsure of, but I don't really want to just be ramping and once again playing a 7-mana sorcery. So I think these are kind of easy takeouts. And these are easy bring-in. Shifting Ceratops and Duress, great against Flash. Obviously, Lava Coil has to come in to deal with it in some way. But it's one of those great spells to have when I know you have a counter spell, and it's like, oh, okay, I could... normal situations like that, I just think, okay, what spell do I want the least, right? And then throw that out and get countered because I have to go through it. But now I play Shifting Ceratops, and then you're forced to deal with it, and then I can resolve other spells. Duress is kind of in the same category for that. Disfigure is one card I'm on the fence about, but it does hit a Cutthroat right away. Brian, a Borrower, it hits right away. So I think it's decent. A nice little piece of interaction against the flash deck. And
It can also help you catch up. If I gain a little bit of tempo and you're falling behind, having a
Yeah.
1-mana spell, the double spell on a key turn, or even triple spell can be a really nice play. So as a one of it seems fine.
Yeah, it seems fine. I'm probably going to draw it right when your Cutthroat becomes a 4/3, but, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Sure, or jump off of it.
Yeah, right. All right, Rob, let's get some questions flowing up in here.
All right. Well, not really a question, but Autumn is now watching. So
All right.
you have that added bit of pressure for you, Corey.
All right, dang it. Now I'm nervous.
The,
Autumn, did I sideboard right or did I mess it up?
We'll see what they say. But,
Yeah.
The big question on everybody's mind is, what do you think about the bans in Pioneer and how the format is going to shift?
I like it. I think Field of the Dead really suppressed a lot of reactive decks. And I think that's important for a healthy metagame. You got to have some decks that want to react. And then you got to build, your aggressive decks in a way that you can get through those reactive decks. Smuggler's Copter was just messed up. And Once Upon a Time was just in every deck. So I really like it, And Autumn took a lot of part in making these Field of the Dead decks just over the top with the Golgari show.
It's your fault.
Yeah, you did it, Autumn. You did it. You're breaking green-black. You broke it again here. Come on.
Golgari Master, what can we say?
Golgari Master.
I'm also a pretty big fan of the bans. I know it's a little scary here seeing, within the span of a month, 6 or 7 cards get banned. But you really have to understand that, if you read through the Wizards announcement, that last part of it is really key. Like this is sort of like a beta test of the Pioneer format. And during the beta test is here to help Wizards figure out what cards should be banned. Because when Modern started, they just started with a 40-card ban list and these are the cards that should be banned. And they were wrong by a lot.
Yeah, a lot of them and then became unbanned, you know?
And didn't do a whole lot. And they missed a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
So the early part of that meta game was still abysmal because it was still super degenerate. And they overbanned a bunch of cards. So we didn't get to play with a lot of fun tools that people would have liked to explore. But we didn't get the benefit of a healthy metagame as a result at the beginning. So we still had to go through that trial process.
Yeah.
So it was just a huge fail. So they've said, you know what, we're going to go from the opposite direction. We're going to start as low as possible, just those fetch lands, and we're just going to see which cards are oppressive. And we've seen that. We've seen a few. They're out. I think we're at the point where maybe 1 or 2 more cards are going to get the axe before we settle into what Pioneer is going to be.
Yeah, we got a Pro Tour. The next Pro Tour after this one is Pioneer. So it's going to be insane.
So I don't think you have to be super concerned about another cycle of just 3 cards getting banned.
Yeah.
In the next month, I think now is the time to start really getting into it if you've been hesitant for the first month.
Yeah.
And the format now, once again, is kind of new and fresh and exciting, which is fun.
Exactly. No, I'm excited. I'm going to be doing my dropping bombs after this, and I got a spicy brew cooked up.
He sent it to me last night.
It's nice, right?
It's a good one.
Yeah. So, there's just so much room to explore. We're going to have a lot of fun with it on Versus here, hopefully on Thursday. It's a whole new world that I'm excited to check out.
Also, good news, Corey.
Yeah.
Autumn says that's how they've been sideboarding.
All right. I can retire. I did it.
Wow. That might be the first time anyone, we often play other people's decks, and sometimes they come into the chat.
Yeah.
And I think that might be the first time we've sideboarded the same way that they do.
You know what that means, right? Is Autumn's sideboard is just insanely set up perfectly where the numbers made a lot of sense. I was like, these 5 cards aren't great, but there's other denominations of 6s I could run in, but that was a perfect 5. So just perfect numbers by Autumn. Yeah.
I really think that might be the first time.
We hit home runs every time.
We get creative here on Versus Live.
All right, how's your hand?
My hand is mediocre.
My hand is also mediocre.
But I'm going to keep.
You're going to keep? Well, I think I'm going to keep as well. I think it's borderline. I think this is definitely a borderline mulligan, but we're going to try it.
Okay. I will shock to 18.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. Okay, that card helps a little bit here. We are going to go with a scry.
Yep.
And do we want that? This card right here, if we take a look at this card is really hard for Ross to deal with. So with just the power of the card, we're going to keep it on top.
On your end stuff, I'll opt.
Okay.
I will leave that on top.
Okay.
Play an island and pass the turn.
All right. So this turn is a little unfortunate if the Quench is there, but you got to play this on a turn when a Brineborg Cutthroat could be played, because now you have a tough choice, like to counter it or play the Cutthroat.
Resolves.
Okay, your turn.
Instead, petty theft.
Oh, come on, man.
Play an island and pass the turn.
Okay. Think it's going to be a case of the same situation here. Yeah, we're going to try it again.
Resolves.
All right, and we're going to Heart's Desire and copy it.
Sure.
Couple humans and pass to you.
Instead, play borrower.
Okay. You've been borrowed.
Attack for 3.
Okay, 17.
You can go.
All right. All righty. Let's see. Let's go with a attack for 2.
16.
16 to 17. Now, what do we want to do? I think just progress my board is going to be the plan. Force a lot of counteraction here, so we're going to go for a Love-Struck Beast.
Resolves.
And Heart's Desire. 2 tokens. Ross looked like he has the face of some trouble here.
Okay. On your end step, I will Dragonfire and Stomp
Okay.
on the Beast.
Beast is down. The beast may be gone, but Shaheens are forever.
It's a scary battlefield.
Yeah, no, mostly just saying, no matter what you do, Shaheen's just gonna be there. Old age, retirement, walkers, Shaheens will always be at your local tournament.
Somebody's always going to play Esper, right?
Attack for 3.
Yeah. It might not be Shaheen himself, but he will be reincarnated in someone.
Play Bone Crusher.
Okay.
You can go.
All right. Bones are crushed. All right. Now, what do we want to do here? Let's see. You have 3 cards?
Yep.
Okay. Man, I'm loving this deck. Autumn, great work. Great work. There's so many cool options. All right, we're going to start with this. We're going to go with Swift End. Copy is going to go... Which one do I want to die first? Brazen Bar. Okay.
You're at 10.
No, I'm at 8. I got to take 2 from the Bone Crusher as well.
Oh, yeah. 8.
All right. Attack for... We're going to leave 1 back just in case there's a Cutthroat coming.
Okay. I'm at 13.
All right. And then... I think we're just going to cast an Order of Midnight. Pass to you. The Order of Midnight really got you?
Thought I might be able to steal this one.
Yeah.
I still be in okay shape if you don't have another Murderous Rider. So I got a 5/5 Skargandargan.
That is a Skargan.
You're up.
All right. Well, I don't have another one. But I do have Murderous Rider.
Yep. And Love-Struck Beast? Or
Oh, you wish it was just Love-Struck Beast. You wish.
is this another removal spell for
I'll drain you for 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. I can put you to 1. All right, so you go to 5, I go to 16. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think so. What's NBA Jam? Guessing you want to block here?
The order. I
Go
got
to
a 1.
Okay, your turn.
And I need to draw a Flame Sweep. If I draw a Flame Sweep, I'm very far
You
ahead.
can just kill 2. I mean, you're close already, but...
Yeah, I'm close, but I don't have it. So I need a Flame Sweep.
Oh!
So my hand is 2 lands.
Well, why didn't you say that? The Temple of Tea strikes again.
I kept a 4-lander there. And
Well, I mean, we've decided it now. If Nassif and Autumn were to play at this Mythic Championship, Autumn takes it down 2-0.
We've
GG.
got another game. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
That's not how the MC works, buddy.
yeah.
They don't just play a third game for funsies. No, but good showing here so far. It's just once again a story of the lucky clovers. Like, look at the value I had that I wouldn't have had if that brazen bar was a quench. You know.
Yep. Lucky Clover just doing work. Maybe I just need to leave in all the quenches. What am I?
On the play, you do. Brazen bar is not the best. You can just
Yeah.
cut one of those.
Thought I needed more flyers, but I've got flame sweeps now, so maybe that's wrong.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Brazen bar just doesn't block anything, you know. So just a disperse. Yeah, you can look at that card as disperse. You know, that's really all it is.
I look at it as it's attacking.
Yeah.
But-
And, you know, maybe even take out another one for a Gadwick on the play. Because on the play, you're just killing. And then if you Gadwick for 3 after you just killed stuff, you know, I mean, it's not bad. But
That's true.
yeah. I know I sideboarded perfectly, so. It's been confirmed.
Well, we don't have Nassif in the chat to tell me
Yeah.
everything I'm doing wrong.
Yeah. I think European time might not agree for
So-
versus live.
It's not that late there.
Yeah.
France, I think, is 6 hours ahead.
Okay, maybe he doesn't care about our show. That's probably more likely. We got a question at all, Rob?
Yeah.
Tell me he can't sit down at 7 p.m. with a glass of wine and watch Versus Live.
just to tell you what you're doing wrong.
Yeah. You're telling me you can't spend it even that way, Gabe? Sounds like a great time to me.
Yeah.
So with the bans in Pioneer, people are expecting Nexus to get better. And do you think that will become the next issue in the format and probably a card we see banned the next few weeks?
Man, we just got bans. Can we lay off the ban talk for just a little bit? It has been like 13 hours, 24 hours or whatever. I don't know what the next bans are going to be. I've never even played a game of the new format yet. We don't know. Thoughtseize is still around. Counterspells are still around. People beat the deck.
It's on the watch list, I would say.
Yeah.
That and Dig Through Time for me and Oko are the cards to look out for.
Yeah.
But I know it's Todd Anderson who's, I think, driving a lot of this. He really thinks that Nexus of Fate, the Simic Nexus deck in particular, is going to be dominant for the next 2 weeks in Pioneer.
Well, he has played a ton of Pioneer. I mean, if anybody,
true.
he's probably played the most. You know, I'd trust his opinion.
He
I'm
also
just saying.
has only won matches with a single deck.
Yeah. I'm just saying, let's enjoy a format before we're like, okay, what's next? Do we need a rose ceremony for Pioneer now? Like,
Notably, the deck that he has been playing gets crushed by Simic Nexus. So
yeah,
there might be a bit of bias in there.
yeah,
But just
yeah.
maybe. I'm not as certain as he is by a long shot, but it's just it's just another deck on the watch list. If you're
Yeah.
playing Pioneer for this next week, have a plan for Simic Nexus. People will play it.
I mean, the Twiddle deck kills faster than Simic Nexus. Maybe that deck's more to worry about.
That deck played once upon a time, so it got a little bit worse.
Yeah, but that Once Upon a Time was terrible in that deck. I literally played against that deck. This is a real story. I was streaming the other night. I played against that deck, and he goes like turn 2 Once Upon a Time and just whiffs. And then I look at all the spells they're playing. It's just like, okay, the only hit was like lands in that deck. I was like, so Once Upon a Time probably improved the deck that I got banned. Like,
Probably did, because it
Yeah.
probably lost less than the other the other decks
exactly. I was
playing
like, I've
against.
never seen anyone miss with that card, and it just misses immediately.
This is another pretty mediocre minus hand, but this one is so awkward on the mana that I think I have to ship.
Yeah, and if we look at mine too, this is a close one-lander, but honestly, I just don't think one-landers in this deck at all should ever be considered. There's some decks where one-landers are perfectly fine. Your deck in particular, you have some ops, you're fine, but this ain't it.
Ain't it?
But you know what is it? Another question from Rob.
What's the best way for this Izzet deck to deal with Love Struck Beast? Is it just trying to bounce it with Brazen Borrower or counter it?
Quench, baby. People are undervaluing Quench, and I was a hater too. But Quench is unbelievably good in this deck. On the draw against certain decks, you got to take it out. It is. It really is.
Unbelievably good.
It counters anything. Like, there's so many situational counter spells like Negate and Essence Capture, and those cards are bad because they don't counter everything. But on the play, if you have Quench, like, it's just great. It's going to counter everything. It's going to do exactly what you want.
I remember sitting in this
Is it?
room
Is it?
months
Yes.
ago several times and everyone just laughing at how bad Quench was. And
I
now
agree.
It's apparently great.
Well, it's great in this deck specifically because Quench and Gadwick are just great together. You know, you quench all their early stuff and then you Dadwick to get more quenches. How's it looking? By your head and hand motion, it doesn't look great for you. My hand is exactly medium.
It's one lander without an op.
Can we get some 4 chants in there, chat?
Started to say 5. I'm already going to 5.
4.
Sure, we'll get some.
I'm going to keep. Is it the rules where I have to bottom right now then?
You actually bottom before you decide if you're going to keep.
Really? Bottom before you decide if you're going to keep?
That's how it needs to work because of the artifact card that lets you redraw your hand. What is it? What's that card? I keep saying thinking
Serum Powder.
Serum Powder.
Yeah.
It's like Serum Visions. It's not Serum Visions. It's not Serum Visions.
All right, and we take a look at my hand real quick, Rob. This is where we're going to bottom here. I don't think we necessarily need a second one, although it's a very powerful card. So we'll just ship that to the bottom.
We did have 1 3 chant.
Huh?
We did have 1 chant for 3.
VIP them right now.
Ban them forever.
Can we gift them a sub? Here, Rob, I'll give you $5. Give them a sub right now.
Okay. This is a pretty good hand. I wish I could keep all the cards.
Oh, that's not how mulliganing works, though.
Thanks, person that didn't actually know how mulligans worked 10 seconds ago.
Get him.
I don't recall that. We don't have proof.
So I definitely want to put the opt back. I have a reasonable hand. I don't really have the mana to spare because my land center tapped. The question is if I want to keep a 3rd land here and risk flooding or keep the 2-lander and risk being screwed. I think I have to be a little risky and keep the 2-lander, especially because I'm starting on Temple. So we'll put those back.
Alrighty.
Scry. That's not a land.
All right. We are going to do a little scrying as well. We do not want a land. That's not a land, and it's a powerful card. We're going to keep it.
Pass the turn.
All right. We'll untap, know what we're drawing. Now, the value just isn't going to be quite there for Smitten Swordmaster, so we're just going to get a good old 2-1 lifelink going.
Petty thefted on your instead.
All right. Maybe we will get value.
Pass.
All right. Now, I think we're going to go with progressing our battlefield right now and just go with... Maybe I don't want to do that. I think I do want to actually play this land here. We're going to take 2.
18.
And... It's interesting. I might just want to go and try to play one of my instants here. Or try to get some spells down. I'll just say go.
If we Brazen Bar, it's just getting swift ended.
That is one of my instants.
Pass the turn.
All right. End step, Profane Insight.
That card's an instant?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Why?
Why not?
Just why?
Dude, this card is insane.
How is this an instant? Who did that? In what world has Black ever had instant speed card draw? Who decided that was okay?
Hey, old man Ross, let's not rant. Shall we play?
I want to rant.
Okay, rant away.
No, the rant is over,
Okay.
but you're not going to stop me from ranting. I kind of want to come up with something else to rant about just to waste more time.
I mean, there's got to be something that's on your... Is it resolving?
Yes!
Untap. Ooh. All right. Now, what do we want to do here? We're going to go with a... Okay. We're going to go with our Lucky Clovers. Okay.
Take 2. You're 15.
All right. Oh, yeah. I take 2, not you. Okay. So then we'll go like this and Heart's Desire. Your turn.
You can go.
All right. A lot of draw go from that deck, especially when you mulligan a lot, huh?
18.
18. All right, now let's go with a... We'll go with the Love Struck Beast.
Quench.
Quench it. All right, it's been quenched, and then another Falmere Knight. Go.
That's pretty good.
Mm. Oh,
You're up.
that's not cool. That's not cool. All right, I'll attack.
15.
All right, well, now let's maybe force your hand a little bit. I'm gonna go with the Midnight Reaper.
In response, Primordial Cutthroat.
Sure.
Quench the Reaper, get a counter.
All right, we'll just figure that. Go. You've been disfigured.
You can go.
All right, what do you got? 15?
Yeah, I have 15 all.
Attack.
12.
12. Curry favor?
3 in hand?
Yeah.
One of which I'm pretty sure is Murderous Rider. The other 2 are spells. Clearly you want me to blow up your knights in response to resolve something. This is going to be for 2.
Yep. Curry for 2.
I think I have to blow them up.
All right. So you take 0. I'll play it.
That I'm pretty happy about.
Yeah, nothing great.
You're 13.
13 and Curry you for 1.
So
11 to 14?
Yep.
Okay, your turn. Yeah, Blast Zone's pretty good in that deck. That's one card I never really had, but
You can
seems
go.
interesting. It's not great sacrificing your lands when you have your great-grandfather Dadwick, but we'll get in there.
Before blocks, I'll play Cutthroat.
Okay.
Walk.
Okay.
I take 1 to 10, you gain 2 to 16.
Yep. Second main. Innkeeper.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Swordmaster. Draw.
Just unbelievably messed up.
I'll just play Murderous Rider. Draw. Go.
Jesus Christ. How? How are these the cards I draw?
3 Gadwicks.
Go.
You got a Hellkite in hand.
I'm just dead. I guess I can draw Flame Sweep. I keep for.
All right, attack for 4, 5, 6.
I'm at 4. You're at 18.
Yep.
20. Two life linkers.
Oh yeah. Go to 20 and go.
Instead, Brazen Bar.
Yep. You should have signed those out, man.
Quench. I guess I shouldn't have. Well, like if I had put a the thing is, if I'd kept another land, it would have been the Gadwick going back, so I'd have just been stuck on 4 with 2 Hellkites.
Yeah, that's brutal. I think with all certainty, we can assume that Autumn is Mythic Champion number 1 and Mythic Champion 7 Victor as well, because this deck is gas. Great work, Autumn. Great work.
Yeah. I just wasn't really able to ever get established in any of those games. I felt like I was always behind because my curve was a little higher than yours, and I had a worse late game.
Yeah. And honestly, so that deck's historically had a little bit of problem with Innkeeper. It's like, you have to kill it immediate. Like, there's ways to kill it, so it's not as bad as, Blue-Green Flash gets wrecked by Innkeeper. They just can't beat it, ever. You play it on turn 1, you win the game. That's all it is. They just can't beat it. But you have red to actually deal with it, but you have to deal with it on the spot, and then that opens the door for me to play something else. But now with the addition of Lucky Clover, you just have something where your best answer is to bounce it or quench it, So that 1-2 punch of going Innkeeper, and then you have a choice to make. Should I kill it or let me start, drawing cards? And if you kill it, I just go Clover. So that exchange alone is really bad for the Flash side.
Yeah. So honestly,
and you drew terrible. You mulliganed, so
the turn that you passed on 3 mana, if I had just played the Brazen Bar and had you, Swift end it,
yeah,
then
And I did have both. But
Yeah. then you don't get to follow Mire Knight. Like that actually doesn't change a whole lot.
I think that's better for me because then the next turn I go, I get the 2/3 in
Yeah.
play, and
Yeah, that wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah, just the that was a story of mulligans. You just couldn't win because of mulligans, and then you kept drawing 5 drops and X drops. So that's gonna be it for our round 1 here, y'all. We are going to we're gonna get ready for our second match. What do we got here? I am gonna be playing Newmont the Nummies Teamer Reclamation deck, and he's got a lot on the line too. He's got one of those rival slots on the line. What are you going to be battling me against?
I'm going to be playing Jund Sacrifice. I think one of the decks to beat going into the tournament.
Yeah.
I can't remember who we got this deck from.
Piotr Glukowski, Canister, one of the great deck builders of our time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, didn't really come up with anything too spicy for this tournament. It's a pretty straightforward Jund list, but this deck's really
there's no
powerful.
Paradise Druids and their Beanstalk Giants instead.
Okay,
That's kind of cool.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I forgot that he did add an element of spice there. Not a fan of Paradise Druid. I assume because of Massacre Girl. And like Flame Sweeps and stuff. So instead, he's just got the more reliable ramp card, a little bit better late game spell. Sometimes you just get to cast Beanstalk Giants.
Yeah, and you still get to Beanstalk Giant into Corvold, which is the main thing. Like you want to go into your 5 drops and stuff like that.
So a little bit of an innovation there. We'll see how that goes in that matchup after we take quick break?
Yeah, about 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Can we go 6.2? 6 minutes, 2 seconds?
I just for you, Corey, I'll do that.
You know what? Rob's the best.
Really is.
And you're the best for sticking around after this break. We'll see you soon.